Hello, welcome back to Zenith Unlocked Freedom from Addiction. We are getting through this material. What an amazing journey this life can be. There is so much to be thankful for, especially the gift of forgiveness, which we are able to both give and receive. In this fourth and final session of the third key on forgiveness, let's look at how we can forgive others and ourselves. We have already seen how powerful forgiveness is in the first session. In the second and third sessions, we looked at how to deal with resentment and regret, which can often make it difficult to forgive. Now let's get to the difficult process of forgiveness. How do we forgive? First, to help us better forgive, I want to explain that there are two main levels of forgiveness: forgiveness from the head and forgiveness from the heart. Both are good, but one is better. First, what is forgiveness from the head? It is a logical forgiveness, knowing intellectually that someone deserves forgiveness while you might still be bothered by what he or she did or said. You forgive them because you know that you should forgive them. This is good, this is beautiful. Forgive in this way and the other person is forgiven. You've done your job. However, there still might be some rough feelings lingering that you will deal with, and you may feel the need to forgive them again and more. And that's okay, no problem. Keep forgiving. If the situation still makes you feel bad and you find yourself returning to that feeling of bitterness toward the person who hurt you, by all means forgive him or her again. It is good, and it is not for nothing. Just like with planting a tree, for a while you need to take a shovel, push it into the ground, and lift up the dirt over and over again until you dig a big enough hole. And that digging action is repetitive. It is the same thing over and over again. Then you get to put the new tree in and start the repetitive motions of filling the dirt back in. Just like that, when you forgive with the head, you are still getting somewhere. It might feel like the same old thing and nothing has changed, but truly, progress is being made. Keep making that progress. Resentment might still be there. You might still be working on overcoming regret, but you are working on it. You do not need to wait for the feelings to go away before you start releasing yourself and the other person or people from the heavy weight of unforgiveness. Next, we have forgiveness of the heart. This is when you want to forgive the other person not only because you know you should, but because you see how much this person needs to be forgiven. Your view of the situation is no longer saturated in how bad you feel about it, but instead you see the other person's point of view, where they are coming from, and with empathy or just kindness, you want to forgive them. You want to forgive them and there is no more bitterness. This usually comes with deep healing. I've worked with people who have gone through difficult situations, be able to work through their issues and be able to forgive someone with the heart. Others are already living healed lives and are able to forgive with the heart right away. This is because they are already able to view others in situations correctly. They are already detached. They have lived out an unlocked life long enough to be able to forgive from the heart right away. And so we can see that living out the keys of the Unlocked Freedom from Addiction program will lead you to this level of forgiveness. Once again, forgiveness from the head is still solid and should be done 100%. But if you can forgive from the heart, it will be better. However, in both levels, the way in which you forgive is essentially the same. Basically, the steps that you take to forgive in order for forgiveness to be completely given are the same steps. The difference is in whether there is a struggle for you to forgive. It's absolutely not a problem if you feel a struggle to forgive someone. It is still very beautiful, and you should celebrate it if you were able to forgive someone when it's still difficult to forgive them. That is amazing. But the steps to take are essentially the same, and in both cases, the other person or people do not even need to be there. Why? Because we truly understand that forgiveness is releasing yourself more than it is releasing the other person. Yes, it is nice to let them know that you forgive them. However, it is not absolutely necessary for forgiveness to take place. You can be all alone in your bedroom or car and forgive someone. They never even need to hear the word "I forgive you" for them to be forgiven. It's okay. But how then do we forgive people and make sure that we have covered the steps to authentically forgive them and not just say it without truth? It is just 3 steps. First, we say, "I forgive," say the name of the person, say why you forgive them. Okay, next step, wish that person well. Just like we discussed in the last session, hope the best for them. Even if what they did was really wrong, you know it was not personal, and you know that your value does not come from them. This means that it does not truly impact you. Seek their good even though they treated you poorly. Finally, don't take revenge. Do not try to get that person or people back for whatever they did to you. Try your best to move on. I would say that even treating them harshly every time you see them would be a form of revenge too. So you want to try your best to love them, no revenge, even if they do not seem sorry for what they did. This is about you forgiving them, not their sorrow for what they did. However, if this person is still hurting you or trying to bother you, you do not need to be around them for you to forgive them. You can forgive them from a distance, especially if they are physically or verbally abusing you. You should run from them. Get away. This is not taking revenge. This would be protecting yourself. You can still forgive this person from a distance. You can still show them empathy from a distance. They do not need to have access to you to be forgiven. Honestly, they do not need to feel forgiven by you for them to be forgiven by you. This is okay for people who are not trying to hurt you again, but this situation makes things different. Okay, so to remind you of the steps to take to forgive others, you should simply do the following. Say, I forgive the person for what he or she did. Wish them well. Do not take revenge. I invite you to reflect on the people in your life. Who do you need to forgive? Go through and forgive those who have hurt you. If you need to take time on certain people, or you would like to call them up or meet them in person, that would be good too. But what about the people who have really hurt you? And it seems like too great of a thing to forgive them. It's okay if you're responding like this. If someone has really hurt you, you are no worse than anyone else because you struggle with forgiving them. If you need time with this, take some time. But remember the people we talked about in the first session. Samantha and Anne both forgave people who hurt them tremendously, and amazing things came from their forgiveness. So too will amazing things come from your forgiveness as well. The goal is to eventually forgive everyone with forgiveness from the heart, but this will lead you to that. You will get there. You are on a journey. Remember the analogy of digging a hole to plant a tree and keep taking the steps you are taking.